Hello everyone, it's Echo Music here, and I am back for another 911 Lone Star episode review. Today we're going to be talking about episode 4-6, titled This Is Not a Drill. Now, this episode brought an end to Owen's storyline with the motorcycle gang. Now, as you know, I haven't been too big of a fan of this storyline. I like storylines that I can relate to, and I haven't really been able to relate to this storyline. And also, I've been kind of frustrated with Owen. Like, he has a lack of impulse control. He's always trying to play hero. And you definitely see him do just that at the beginning of the episode as he goes back to see the honor dogs. And that almost ends him getting arrested by the FBI. Only for the whole place to blow up. And to make matters worse, Agent Casey dies, and Andy, Sergeant O'Brien's nephew, becomes the prime suspect in this terrorist attack. Now, I kind of start to see after that a shift in Owen's mentality, and that's where I want to pick up from.
What makes us who we are.
You know, for 20 years, I've wondered how it could have been different if I'd have known those planes were going to hit. Maybe I could have saved my team. Now I realize it's worse. Knowing it's coming and there's nothing you can do but wait.
And so we wait, ever watchful, always vigilant, and prepared. We have to be prepared because we can never really be ready. Not really.
And I tell you this because I believe you deserve to know. Maybe because I need your help carrying the weight.
And that's what we're here for, Cap.
Always.
So, the next time those tones go off, it may be a cat in the tree, or it may not, but it won't be a drill. So I want you to do whatever you need to do to prepare yourselves and make sure your people know how much you love them.
So you see here that Owen tells everyone that he has been working with the FBI. Now, he does this because he wants to prepare everyone for the possible imminent terrorist attack that might occur. But he also does this because he wants to ask everyone for help. Now, I was really happy to see this with Owen because I feel like he's always trying to play hero by himself. Like, he thinks he can do it all by himself. And I think here he realizes that he can't. He needs help. So I was really happy to see this little bit of character development in him because I've been missing, like, any character development. I feel like he's been lacking in it. You also see here that the FBI and the APD are out looking for Andy, who possibly kidnapped his wife and child. Now, the thing I wanted to touch on here is it seems like Carlos is back in the field. Now, I don't know what the timeline is here if we're sticking to this 8-week wedding timeline, but it seems like Carlos got back in the field pretty quickly after being abducted by a serial killer and almost dying. Like, did he suffer any PTSD? Like, how was his recovery? I really wanted to see that, and unfortunately, I don't think we are seeing that, which kind of sucks. Anyways, not long after this scene, a call comes in for a bomb threat at the Capitol.
You don't think about those bulletproof vests? They don't do jack for your head.
That was hot, Carlos. So as it turns out, the bomb threat at the Capitol was a spoof to actually get everyone outside of the building. The canisters in the Capitol had no ammo in it. The real bomb was actually in a 115 ambulance being driven by Andy. Oh, and it turns out the actual terrorist of this entire thing is Mikey. If you don't remember Mikey, Mikey is that kid that got branded by the honor dogs in the first episode of this season. And guess what? Carlos takes him down. Let me repeat this again. Carlos takes a terrorist down. I mean, hot damn. This man just recovered from almost dying and he does this. He deserves a friggin' promotion.
Oh, Grace, we're in luck. There's nobody there. Thank God you're still in good standing.
Okay, yeah, that's really good to hear, but you should be jumping out, like, now.
Copy that. Thank God, another 2 seconds.
Yeah, and half of downtown Austin would be dead. Why are y'all laughing?
What are you laughing at?
As it turns out, Andy was actually being forced to work with Mikey. Andy didn't want to do this at all. So thankfully, Owen was able to talk Andy down, but the bomb was set on a timer. So Owen, with the help of Grace, had to drive it to a lake because apparently Ampho goes inert in water. But Owen just misses the lake. But then you see Judd and the 126 come in with a fire truck, push that ambulance into the lake, and save the day. Now, I think if there's one big takeaway from this episode, it's that you can actually make a difference when you work together as a team. Owen couldn't take down the terrorist alone. It took a team effort to do it.
Wordplay. I thought I'd surprise you.
Well, I'm certainly surprised.
I should have called first.
Don't be ridiculous, Owen.
You sure? You sure I'm not intruding?
Sure, here, I'll get you a glass of wine.
Hey, is that the place we used to get takeout from with Mom?
Yep. Son, have I told you recently how proud I am of you?
Not recently, but it hasn't been an eternity either.
Well, I am.
Thanks, Dad. What brought this up?
Well, just the fact that throughout all of our ups and downs, you have never once tried to blow up a government building.
Thanks.
I'll drink to that.
This is nice. So, the wedding.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Yes, it is.
I have thoughts.
I am really, really happy that we got this scene at the end. So first of all, Owen, I love the Yankees shirt. So if you don't know, I'm a New Yorker. I love the Yankees, so thank you, Owen, for repping them. You also see here that I think Owen has finally realized after everything that went down in this episode that he really has not been a good father to TK. I mean, within the last year, TK lost his mom and he almost lost Carlos, and Owen should have really been more present, but he hasn't. And I think he finally realizes that, and I hope that we get to see Owen try at least to make an effort to be a better father to TK throughout the rest of the season. I also think this episode is the kickoff to wedding planning, and I am super, super excited for that. So this episode was actually my mom's favorite episode of the entire show. She loved it so much. However, for me, this episode did not place in my top 5 favorite 911 Lone Star episodes. So my 911 Lone Star top 5 favorites stay as is. The reason for this is because I've been so frustrated with Owen's behavior, and it made it hard for me to feel any empathy for him and the other characters. And that's something that I felt in my top 5 favorite episodes. So that is the reason why it didn't make my top 5. Now, again, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the episode, and stay tuned for more.